All right, it's E3 2013. It's a new year, we've got brand new consoles, and we've got another Call of Duty game. And the media is getting its first in-depth look at Call of Duty Ghosts. We're going to talk to Infinity Ward executive producer Mark Rubin about the studio's philosophy and what they're trying to do to, appease their fan base, but also bring something fresh to the Call of Duty formula. Call of Duty Ghosts is the first game that Infinity Ward has shipped since Modern Warfare 3. That was just after, a large number of employees from Infinity Ward left the studio, including founders Jason West and Vince Zampella.
The immediate scenario of that time was, lots of confusion, lots of what am I going to do, what do I want to do? I really love the work that I've done so far. Do I want to stay? Do I want to go? So, a lot of people, some people made a decision to go and some people made a decision to stay. And it's all personal, and I'm not going to try to explain anybody's decisions. Everything we had done previous games as a full team, we felt very proud of, and I really felt we wanted to make sure the bar stayed high. For me, Call of Duty is still the thing that I want to do. I mean, it's the game that I want to play, it's the game I want to make. I love doing it.
Now it looks like Infinity Ward has kind of returned to its former glory with Call of Duty Ghosts. It looks very much like a capable and in some ways very impressive Call of Duty game. Some of that's the transition to next generation, but it seems like they've also got some interesting, clever ideas that they're adding into the game, like the addition of the dog.
We wanted to bring the dog into the experience in a way that maybe wasn't expected. So, and I think most people said, okay, there's gonna be a dog and he's gonna be in your squad and he's gonna kind of run around, he's gonna go kill people and attack people. But we wanted to add some more gameplay elements to it.
You can kind of play as the dog, or you can at least command the dog. And they're actually basing the command of the dog on some real-world technology. They've got a flip-up camera in the back of the dog. They've got little vibration sensors on each side of the dog's head that let you kind of pilot the dog. So there's some interesting things there, but is this just a novelty, or is this actually adding some kind of substantive gameplay experience to Call of Duty?
What you saw today, I hope, was something unexpected. It wasn't just the dog running by your side just eating people. It was you sort of working those controls that the Navy SEAL has and guiding the dog around and having him, attack and go right and left and bark and stuff like that. And hopefully, I think we've come up with a really cool new gameplay experience for people.
Typically, these Call of Duty campaigns are these big, globe-trotting, explosive Michael Bay movies turned into chaotic video games. But with Ghosts, it actually sounds like Infinity Ward is trying to tell a story that's a little bit more coherent, that's a little bit more personal and a little bit more emotional.
In the past, our characters were always the badasses, infinite technology in a sense, or just like, they're Rambo or whatever on steroids, except they look like normal guys. That was one, of things that I think made Modern Warfare so popular, was a lot of our price looks like, somebody's dad or something, or an accountant or something. So one of the main goals for Ghost, though, was to create a new world where that world affected our characters. And then from there, create characters who affected each other and you cared more about.
Personally, I'm most interested to see if Infinity Ward can actually pull it off. If they can make me care about two brothers shooting up some stuff. That's not necessarily what I'm into Call of Duty for. The other thing I think is interesting is that it seems like Infinity Ward is actually willing to make a clean break with some of the traditions, some of the rules that used to be part of a Call of Duty game. It looks like they're actually taking some risks with this, in as much as you can take a risk with a Call of Duty franchise.
Every time we make a Call of Duty game, we have to think about, okay, how do we make this new and interesting and fresh, but not upset everyone because we changed the thing that they love the most. Giving players new places to play, new places to experience something that they're like, holy shit, I can't believe that happened. It's a challenge, but we seem to be keeping up with that challenge.
So we've seen some really cool things from Call of Duty Ghosts, but obviously there's still a lot to learn. We haven't heard anything about what is perhaps the most important part of Call of Duty Ghosts, and that's the game's multiplayer. We'll see if Infinity Ward can add some freshness and take some risks when it comes to next-gen consoles and current-gen consoles this November.